Hello and welcome back to our channel. In this channel, we are speaking all about futures and analysis. We will be right now doing analysis on the next type of futures that we would like to start trading. At the moment, we are waiting for our trade here to trigger. You will not see us, like scalping in a way that you come in, you go out. That's not what we're about in this channel. I used to do that, lost quite a bit of money, and then my mentor taught me the fundamentals of understanding the actual analysis that for long-lasting success. Okay, and that's why you will see that we focus on things that actually work for the long term. Okay, so what we would like to start to do here, we basically will be looking for supply and demand firstly. Okay, we will be looking for supply and demand here. We have here, which is 25. It's way too far. Okay, but let's just mark that for the sake of it, because we already see that. So that will be monthly. You will see that on the top. Monthly. And we want to color that in red. This we don't need. Now, what you will see, that's exactly how you actually do that. Save as. Okay, and I would change here my monthly. So it will do save, replace it, yes. So next time I do that, it's already will be on the with this type of scheme, colors of the font and the color for the background. Here I will close for more real estate. Okay, let me see here. Just making sure that the mic is clear enough for you to hear. So we have this monthly. Actually, what we also want to do, one time I saw here a great channel. One moment. Oh. Okay, so as you probably could see, I found a couple of zones. Now, to be honest with you, to trade such a zone, it's you will need very good confirmations to do something like that, because as you can see, it's from, let's say, 18 to 20. Okay, so each dollar here, each point that moves, it's basically an entire $1,000 on the VIX. So basically, you are risking here a lot as to risk to reward. Something like this, it's more manageable. So basically, you have like two 100, like 0.1 that as a movement, so it's manageable. So if you have 2.5 as a risk to reward, you're you're good. And here, in theory, you can do a very good, like take profit. You basically do something like this, give it a bit of cushion, right? And then by the 14 here, you would want to take profit. So that would be great. Okay, also, so what would be the confirmations that we use? So would be number one, this support and supply and demand. Okay, number two, it's on the higher end of this 50% Fibonacci of the channel. So it's very important to understand that. Okay, and basically then we just will need to look for support and resistance within this area. So I would mark that we need a support and resistance between this area within here. So basically we want to go on lower time frame. Okay, and how do we find support and resistance? It's basically, you see all those ones, so you have right there. So basically all those ones that you see, it's hits go up, hits go up, hits go up, and so on. It does that so many times. So you have this as an additional confirmation. So what you can do as a theory is actually you can very easily go here and have two positions as entries. Okay, and stop loss will be the same place. And first take profit would be in this area right here. So basically your take profits will be very good. You can move it by one tick below, two ticks below, give it a bit more room, so it's actually fills you in. It's very important to make sure that it fills you in, and then basically you have that trade. So it's not a very high risk to reward. It's actually very favorable. Okay, you have close to 1 to 3 overall trade wise, and you are risking, depends on your risk tolerance. You will be able to calculate what you're risking if you're only trading one or two lots. Okay, so what I would do, I can put here trade alert, and I will be able then to see once it gets closer to that. So I will end this analysis on this video. I will just make another quick recap here on what we looked for, so you guys um, can look at it not only based on what I did as an analysis, but also have my 2 cents on that. So basically, I saw that it was moving in such a direction, so I found this channel. I actually found that long time ago, and I just remember that's why I was looking for it. If you basically look, you can make it as just trend line. But why I really liked it, because every time it hits here, okay, or from here, from the bottom, it's worked very well as additional confirmation. So it was very good for me to highlight just like that. Okay, now what happened? I saw, because I went on monthly to look for this trend line, not trend line, channel line. What happened? I saw this zone, but I understood that this zone is way too far, so I knew that I need other zones. So when I went to weekly, I saw one that is closer to the price range. But then on a daily, we don't really have anything that is close to that in price range. Okay, and as I continue to look, I have this in 12 hours, and I have this in 6 hours. In 6 hours, I like it more because there is continuation, and at the same time, it's pretty much exactly the same type of formation in terms of zone. Maybe it's a bit below. So in theory, you can do that too. Highlight like this, and just give it more cushion as risk to reward, but it's really up to you as to what you want to do. There is no right or wrong in that. Okay, actually my alert is exactly at such price. So let's see if it's not filling me in, and then it will move down, and only then will move up. Maybe I will cancel it, because I need then to understand that it's filled in, not the 6 hours demand zone, but the 12 hours. So you need to understand that you have nobody to prove right or wrong. You basically run it as your own business. So you need to make sure that you calculate your own risk. Okay. So basically, then we go to 4 hours. I found this 6 hours, so that was favorable to me. I highlight that. Here you will be able to see there is this 4 hours, but it's not. It's again can work, as you might see in some of the other videos. There is zones that worked, but it's a question as to what type of risk tolerance you want. Okay. Sometimes, if your risk to reward becomes 1 to 5 or 1 to 6, then it's a lot more favorable. You can try other zones as well, like something like this. You can try a zone like this if it's 1 to 5, because then it's increasing your chances of gaining. It's all up to you. Okay, so basically, there is no zones that I would want to consider to trade on other time frames. And that's it. I will be waiting to see once once this zone actually give me the signal, and then I will put the trade if I think it's favorable for me. That's it. I hope it's helped you to understand the VIX. It's a bit different, because there is more volatility that it shows you, but based on the chart, you will see sometimes line like that. So it's a bit more difficult to understand how to read it. That's why you want to go to higher time frames, because when it's higher time frames, you mainly not gonna see it only when it's after hours trading. So you can have here extended hours or regular trading hours that then will have those gaps. So if you know how to read the chart with gaps, then sure you can do that. Or you can have all the hours and just basically don't put too much attention to those hours that is outside of the trading hours. Thank you, and see you in the next one.